Okay, I'm going to try to do a video on, probably going to take me a few of them. What I've done is I've been downloading these photographs of the moon and doing all kinds of shit with them, running them through. And I wanted to show people what I found and how easy this is to see and not be confused by other things. Also needs to be explained because we are living in a nanocarbon system. The whole entire system is electromagnetic nanocarbon. So you have to be able to separate imagery. Talking about the imagery that's in the moon. And what I did was I went out and downloaded images from the moon from online, and I also have my own that I took with my telescope. And if you watch any of my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. And what I've been doing is spending some time going over these things and looking into them before I make the videos. So I'm all set with it as far as the tracing table goes. The one on the left here is the one I downloaded. It's done with a forward telescope, and mine is a reverse telescope. And what I could do is I could easily point out and start going through the imagery. And what I've been doing myself is like keeping these two matching, keeping them up with each other, and just turning them slowly, and then give your eyes a second, because every little tiny turn, every little turn is going to give you more and more imagery. It's the way this is working. It works this way everywhere, though, so you shouldn't be surprised by it or taken back by it. I understand we got to separate imagery from the paper or from the printer or from the computer, the pixels in the computer. And I understand we have to separate those. It's still the system makes those images as well. They're usually part of the system, but you want to separate them so this area that we call the moon, the images can be extracted from them by using just digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon, just like NASA does, just like all your heroes do. It's the same shit. Just do it yourself so you'll know what the truth is. What I've been explaining to people, I downloaded this as someone else's shot. Now, I got lucky because this one was in about the same distance as this one was when I took this shot, because that's going to also make a difference of what imagery you're going to pick up. Every little bit is. He's also probably somewhere close to the same vicinity as me, but not exactly. And I'm going to be able to show you why. You'll be able to see for yourself, because the imagery will not be exact at this shadow level, because it's, for example, like focus on her for a minute. Just focus on her. She's got a headdress right here, right? You see the headdress? This is her face. I've traced her out before. These are her little comb titties. Yeah, she's got them on this one as well too. So you give your let me do this for you as well. Let me shut this off. This is my tracing table that I've been working with now, and I think I got it down pat now. And I'm trying to center it so you have equal visibility on both of them. Now I can change the look. I can change this look of her every which way I go. Now going in tighter might help too, because you're pulling in a lot of imagery from the background, but I'm trying to include her hands. Her hands go out here, and I'm trying to include that. And when I call her, there are at least, I don't know, I'm saying at least 15 to 20 hers in this one image so far. And I'm just talking in one direction, not even from other angles, because you got to remember, if I go, that's why I did the moons all around my ceiling like that. I'm going to go over to that in a minute, because depending on where you're standing on the earth and looking up at this moon, you're going to catch certain images. The light coming from behind the moon is more and more apparent every time I'm running these tests. It seems to me that that's no doubt anymore to me. There is definitely a light coming through, and it casts these shadows all over the place, depending on where you're standing, to your you know, to your perspective, and then our perspective, and then you know, all these other things, how far you're zoomed in, how much cloud is in your way and interfering, what kind of filters you're using, which that's what I should probably do too, is put a filter on here. I'll just put a yellow on, let's see. Okay, I'll put a yellow filter. Probably zoom in a little more on it. Okay, I'm just going in tiny little bits at a time as I'm shooting the shit, and I'm trying to get you to focus on this guy from another camera, another, who even knows where he was standing on Earth when he took this? I have no idea. But now compare it to this side. Compare it to this one. This is taken by me sometime in the last 10 years. Who knows? I don't even keep track of when I take them. Anyways, this is from my telescope with a reverse lens. So now I can keep turning this moon, and it's going to be image for image all the way around. But what I'm trying to get to you is that as you move things, so if I move my angle, that particular image will change. Watch. So then, because it's image within image within image, but I'm going to keep them on the, I'm going to keep the feminine ones. Let's see. Let me get her here for you on this one. And I might be able to do this too. Yeah, I gotta figure out a seating arrangement for this. I like keeping them side by side, actually, because you can still catch it. All right, I guess what I'd say is even right here, you'll notice the two big differences, because you'll probably be catching different ones. In this one, the nose is shooting off that way. It's that real pointy nose at this direction that I'm catching her. In this one, I'm getting it two different ways, pointing off, way off with this smoke stuff coming out of the nose, which I'm still not sure what that's going to end up being yet. I don't think I ever looked in on that real good. But this one, looking right at you, eye, little pin nose, smile. She's turned to her right. Sure, her head is turned to her right. Again with the cone titties. These also work as titties at a different direction, so that's why I put female. A lot of flowing hair going on up here on this one in several different directions. On this one, it's more working like a head dressing. I don't really get hair out of it as much, probably because it comes all the way down here. See how it's coming? It comes down to the chin area and then goes back. It's more like a you know, I'd hate to say a helmet or anything like that, because I know, and I know it's another image of a face. I see the eyes, the nostrils, and all that shit. It's another face with its mouth open. I get that. But as far as she goes, I mean, there's many thousands of images within these two images, which is what really pisses me off about the one that it's already been patented. So these have already been patented. This is that artwork shit. And I've been looking in on this too, and I might have found some things that don't work, that don't belong. I found it the other day when I was watching my videos back. But yeah, these things here, this is that art photo, but it shows me that everything's been patented. All the moon imagery that I'm about to show you more of has already all been patented. It's really a shame. They fucked everybody, and you know, it's funny because no one even pays attention. So anyways, back to this. So you'll be able to catch this in different ways. I'm messing with different lights. I'm turning lights on, turning lights off, giving myself different color lights, experimenting, having a great time doing all this. So what am I at? 9 minutes already now. I'm at 9 minutes. What else did I want to mention about this? So anyways, every angle, and I'm about to bring you up to the ceiling to show you this anyways, but I can keep turning these and I can get you a bunch of images just like this. We could have fun, and I will. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, because I'm going to have to keep adding to Brother Sanchez and Sylvie series because I don't want to start off another series on the moon. I like starting a series off on the clouds. So, but I can keep doing this and turning, and we'll keep it image for image, right? Try to keep them out the same so you can see. I'll give you. I'll do this. Maybe I'll do a whole 20 minutes on this, and then I'll move on to the other ceiling thing. But I'm going to do a lot of these anyway. I have the tracing table now. It's all set up, so I'm going to start tracing them. I will. I want to show you this too. Yeah, let me do the turning first, and then I'm going to show you something else with these, because I want you to be able to prove to yourself, and if anybody questions you or calls you on what you're seeing, I'm all set. I'm ready for it. So I'll give you the information you'll need to quickly end any arguments that these are not in the moon. Because see, the thing about it is the moon images do not change, and people may get confused with that, because then all of a sudden I'm telling them in the same breath that this image here turns into at least 15 to 20 different images. Turns into, as a whole, inside this one image of a feminine, this feminine image right here, there are, I'm going to say hundreds of thousands now, because I'm way the fuck up there. I mean, I think we're in the millions now for sure. In the beginning, when I first found the nanocarbon, I was at like 10,000 images. Forget it, man. I couldn't even count this high, as many as I'm finding now. Because I'm able to go in deeper, adding contrast, changing my light, changing my direction and my angles. I mean, it's unbelievable, especially now that I'm on paper like this. This is so much better. I'll still keep using the computer, but this is better for doing certain things. I can go in on all these images, and I will. Right here in her chest, I already did, actually. I did a couple of them already, but I'm going to continue to do them so everyone gets familiar with these images. So when I say there's 10 to 15, it means that every little angle, every little turn, every little bit of light you're allowed, every little shadow that you're allowed will change up this imagery. But there's only so many of them. I've been saying that for a long time. Same thing with the clouds, same thing, everything for that matter. You'd be able to see it for yourself. Let me stick out of there so it focuses. So you're probably seeing now, again, the reason why I'm putting these side by side, because one is a total stranger who I'd never met who took this picture. I got lucky on the size, because it ended up being the same size as this one. And when I say lucky, because I can lay this upside down on top of this one, and I'm going to in a few minutes before this video ends. And I'm going to lay this on top of this, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, the artwork that somebody could get out of this is fucking garbage. Hey pal, again, you think that this is something, and when I'm going to use it, I hope you fucking copyright strike me, you prick, because this is ridiculous. You know what he's doing? I've been looking at these pretty good. All right. So he'll grab out certain images, which you should be seeing anyway, by the way, coma victims. All you coma victims, zombies out there, wake up. I mean, he is showing it to you. The only problem is that he's whitewashing most of it. So like in here, let's say this area in here, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of images just in this area. I'm going through with the contrast on the camera, and I'm going to be bringing you through them all. So I'm starting with these, but I'm going to keep going around. Might as well take a little bit more of a turn too while I'm here. But I'm going to be going around and getting all of it for you. Matter of fact, I'm going to come down here for a minute, because this, again, I'll show you the different angles. Okay, so start back in the same area again. This is a different angle. In other words, we just went from Connecticut to New York, or Massachusetts to New York, and changed our angle up. I have to come out a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to give her to you here at this angle. I'll come in a little tighter. I'm not including her arm. I can't get her hand in because I want you to see the detail in the face. I want you to see the details in the chest, the hair, all that kind of shit. And it's not an exact match because we're taking them from different angles. We're taking them from different, our pictures from different places. So therefore, it's going to, and also I'm changing the angle on the camera, but I mean picture for picture, side by side, I'm saying. And when I start doing her whole, when I start getting her, doing her whole, you'll be able to see her a little more clearly as a feminine. And her titties round off too when she's going in certain directions too and stuff like that. And her face will come in more clear at certain ones. And I'll say that while I'm shooting the breeze. The downloads of the moon are not that great. I would still recommend everybody go and do their own, take your own photographs of the moon. And I could probably let some more light back in here. Let's see. Good. Play with your light. Go up and down with your light so you'll see things that, match her face. See what I mean? So you might say, oh, wait a minute, Mike. This one no longer has the same exact face as this one here. And that's what I'm trying to explain. It's image within image within image. You'll be able to pick up at least 20 faces just for her, and then they turn into male faces. I started seeing a male, and when the faces turn male, the body turns male. So before this, I'm already at 17 minutes before this ends. Let me show you how I'm doing this. How I'm confirming to myself that I know, okay, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on here, So what I'm doing is I'm taking very carefully, and I'm going to lie this up on top of this one, and I'm going to do it in the light. Hold on a minute, let me set something up. Okay, so I got these two in my hand, same two pictures that I took offline. I'm trying to give you the two different looks because one's taken with a straight-on telescope and the other one's a reverse telescope, right? So what I'm trying to get through to you is watch. So I'm going to take the two of them together. I'm kind of kissing them, trying to keep them lined up the best that I can. I'll close them up, and then I'm going to bring them up to the light. And watch what I'm going to do. They're sitting on top of each other. See? See how I'm doing this? Okay, I'm lining up. So I'm grabbing different points. You can grab whatever points you want with your eyes. But I can do this all throughout here. Let's see if I can get you to see it better in the camera because I can see it good here. Yep. So I line it all up. You'll know if you go off because you'll see that they'll run off. They won't match up. Okay. So between these two layers, between what I just did, two totally different moons, not even one of them, not even my own photograph, okay? And once I get them lined up real good, put a little piece of tape on them. Put a little piece of tape here and here. Once I get them lined up, right? Now I know I can look through both sides and see all the imagery that's offered at every different angle, right? Now, anything that doesn't match from front to back, from side one to the other, I can eliminate it. And it doesn't really matter to. In other words, this is what we're going to be worried about. This is what we'll be looking. This is just a blank piece of paper. Just a blank piece of paper. But if I start looking around in here, here, let me put a filter on. If I wanted to start looking around just in anything, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find the nanocarbon and the imagery because everything is Carbon. Oh shit, that didn't work too good. Hold on, let me try this. I have to put you down on the table again, maybe. No, okay, there we go. No, you should be able to start making out some of the imagery. This is imagery in there. I could put the right filter on and I can get you in better, but you get the point. The imagery is in everything. It's not just, try a blue filter, I guess. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You might not be able to. There you go. So you're gonna find the imagery and everything. Of course you are. So you're gonna have. It's gonna be up to us to separate some of these things. Try to do this with the filter on there. Right? You see what I'm saying? See how you move it around until you get it all aligned. Right? And once it's all aligned, and I know that every time I do this, okay, I'm pulling it off center. I line it all back up just by doing this, moving around a little till I get it. And it confirms to me that the person online is not fucking with me and sending me, offering me shit of the moon. You know, I mean, it doesn't exist. I don't know if I have time for it, but there is something else I found in this. I was watching my videos back. If I can find it while I'm making a video, I will. Where's it up here? I'll just, one day when I'm looking around in here, we'll find it. This is that art one again. This is the one that's patented. This is all the images patented. But again, same thing. You can take this, but it's not the proper size for this. That's too small. But you can do the same thing with this art one and flip it on the other side. I wasn't able to find the right size, so I don't know what size he used to take this. I tried a few different ones, and I can't land the right size exact that he did this. So who knows? But you know, he's got it all patented already. Whoever this company is, whoever these people are, all the imagery in the moon is already patented. Unbelievable. And nobody even knows what's going on yet. That's the funny thing, you know. I got like 15, 20 views on some of my videos and shit. Nobody's getting this. Nobody's gonna get it. Which, by the way, speaking of shit that nobody's gonna get. Okay. I'm going to start mentioning this now, too. This is going away. This has got to go away. I've been looking into this, and there's no sense in having this anymore. This works in the fake system. This is going to be the new table, and I don't even know if we're going to call it a periodic table, because nothing works this way. I'm trying to look around at it and get into this as I'm doing all this moon shit, and because I mean, it's all about the heavy metals. So what I noticed is first of all, we can prove with everything that's going on, the clouds and the moon and the veil, well, we can see with our eyes, there is no up, down, left, or right. Okay, there is no up, down, left, or right. Not so. Why would we be making a chart and doing it by its atomic weight? Why would we be addressing minerals and heavy metals by their atomic weight? That only accounts for if you believe in gravity. That only accounts if you, which are all, you know, they're just fuck jobs. They fucked us, man, on everything. So this has to be redone. I'm trying to figure it out. There's a lot of minerals even missing off of this that exist that they don't even put in here, because if we don't need them, they don't see the reason to put them in there, I guess. But they can make up their new ones, their fake ones. You know, they can come up with their synthetics, and then put their synthetics in there. That's fine. They can do whatever the fuck they want, because they just make the shit up as they go along. The system, we can see it. We can see this entire system. This periodic table should start in the middle, because that's what we call the middle. The system doesn't see it as the middle. The system works all as one. It's all one, and it doesn't see any up, down, left, right. You know, fast or slow. I mean, they really got us. They got us good, because everything. I mean, we're so excited about the invention of the wheel, which is one of the biggest setbacks of human beings. It was a huge setback. We didn't need it. It's unnecessary. It's wasted energy. A wheel, and look at them all rolling around everywhere. It's wasted energy. It's unnecessary. Like electricity is unnecessary. High voltage electricity. It's unnecessary. Trying to think, what am I at? 20 minutes. 25 minutes. Holy shit. So what I did next is I set up all these moons. I'm going to shut down and start a new video of it. And I'm going to go around the room and we're going to look at these moons. Now, I turned them a little bit. I only get a quarter of a turn from my east to my west, and I left out my far east because I never see it. It comes up above my trees. I'll explain it all in the next video as I go around. I'm going to turn some lights on, shut them off, and we're going to go around and I'm going to try to show you with the telescopic lens on there and a filter, and we're going to look around in the moon as if we're on the ground. Everybody likes to play Playland. We'll play Playland. All right, I'll be back.